Hi, in this video, Jacalyn Glaubitz, a professional therapist, is going to be giving us strategies and tools for coping with anxiety in our lives. So if that's an area you're struggling with, stay tuned and watch this video.
Welcome to Stepping into the Reality of Anxiety. I am glad that you could join me for this mental health information session and find some tools and strategies for anxiety that probably has plagued many of us throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and perhaps before even the COVID-19 pandemic. It's been quite a time for all of us, and this presentation I have for you is about strategies and tools for coping with anxiety. It also redefines what stress is, what anxiety is, and when it becomes a problem and a disorder. William James once said, "The greatest weapon against stress is the ability to choose one thought over another." Today, I'm going to share with you some strategies and tools to help you with the stress and anxiety COVID-19 may have created in your life. First, though, let's take a look at what stress and anxiety may look like in our lives today. Stress is a response to a demand which is being experienced. It can and will occur in our career lives, our lifestyle choices, families, and friendships. And it can result from a positive event or the demands placed on us through such things as technology, time management, and of course, pandemics. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a normal and universal emotion. The emotion fear drives most of our anxieties, and we recognize when we are feeling the emotions of anxiety and fear by how our body and mind responds. Anxiety is typically about future happenings. Living through a stressful situation, such as financial insecurity, family upheaval, trauma, loss, or of course the current COVID-19 pandemic, can certainly be a trigger for worsening symptoms of depression and anxiety. For people already managing their anxiety or depression, life stressors can tip the balance from healthy functioning to poor mental health. It is natural to feel stress, anxiety, and grief and worry during the pandemic. And while anxiety is normal and expected reaction to the pandemic, much anxiety can start to cause us harm. This may turn into what we call anxiety disorders. Anxiety disorders. When anxiety is excessive, distressing, and interferes with a person's ability to carry out their daily activities, it is referred to as an anxiety disorder. The reason to identify an anxiety disorder is that the treatment options for a disorder may be different and more specific. Anxiety disorders include specific phobias, social anxiety disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder, to name a few. Feeling stressed and fearful every day takes a toll on health and well-being very quickly. COVID-19 has had a profound effect on our lives, no doubt about it. Globally, the coronavirus and COVID-19 illness make for a very uncertain future. Daily, people are facing challenges that can be stressful and overwhelming. This is an anxiety-provoking and stressful time for everyone. Learning to cope with increased anxiety and stress in a healthy and proactive way will make you more resilient. The question is not, how can I be anxiety-free right now, but how can I best manage the anxiety that shows up? So let's take a look at how we can manage that anxiety through the next few slides of things that we can do, things that you may have already incorporated into your life before COVID-19 and will keep on doing after COVID-19. There are many things you can do, even in the face of this very unique crisis, to manage your anxiety and fears. So let's take a look. This is what we're going to call your mental health first aid kit. It's a list of things to keep in mind in order to maintain your mental wellness. Knowing what increases your mental health can decrease how often you feel down, stressed, or anxious. And here are some categories you can use when making the list or your kit up. Who are the supportive people that you can call on during the hard times? Supportive people, who are they? Although social distancing requires more time alone, getting support from others can improve anxiety and depression symptoms. Staying connected with loved ones can be hard during the pandemic, but over time it can help you to feel less lonely. And in addition, many people find it helpful to work with a peer support group, either in person or online. There are many community resources that can help you stay connected. Connect virtually with mental health professionals. Therapy can find you new ways of thinking about skills to cope when your thoughts and feelings take over. And when choosing a therapist, make sure to explore your options to find the right one for the treatment you might require. Exercise. How can you add exercise to your lifestyle? Well, exercise, staying active, will help you release anxiety, stress, and manage your mood. You can walk, cycle, and download videos of all kinds of exercises that don't require equipment. You can walk your dog. Nutrition. You might be surprised to know certain foods have been shown to reduce anxiety. Therefore, it is important to target immune-boosting foods, which could have a dual effect, not only on our immune system, but also to help us reduce our feelings of anxiety and stress. If you take citrus fruit and red bell peppers, both of them can support your immune system. Zinc and magnesium found in clams and cashews and beef and whole grains and leafy greens can help. And of course, the omega-3 fatty acid in salmon can help. Probiotic-rich foods such as yogurt and pickles and, yes, sauerkraut can help. But you need to plan for and enjoy some comfort food for a treat once or twice a week. And by creating a good grocery list, you can manage your environment better. If candy is not in the cupboard, you won't eat it. With a little thought and planning, you can make good food choices and hopefully boost your immune system and your moods. Break times. What times do you schedule in to take a break? You need to make a time to unwind. Coffee or tea breaks, stretching breaks, distancing yourself from computer breaks. Step outside and take a breath of fresh air and enjoy a recess from whatever you are doing, whether it's homeschooling your children, working from home, or housework. What about a favorite movie or show? If you watch TV or Netflix or Prime Video, or like me, I love BritBox, all those British spy movies, make a list of your favorite shows and movies and start sharing the titles with friends. So there are many things you can do to put things in your mental health kit. We talked about exercise, but now we can talk about taking a nature walk. A walk in nature can help enhance your mood. Research has shown that being in nature can help produce positive emotions and decrease risks of depression. For 90 minutes once a week, try to explore all the natural beauty your community has to offer by going for a walk. And here are a few things you might want to take along. You might want to take along water, of course, to stay hydrated. Wear comfortable shoes so that you don't lessen the time of your walk. Fruits and veggies for a snack if you find a nice tree to sit under. Your book. Headphones to play your favorite music if you don't want to listen to the birds or the sound of the leaves. And a camera on your iPhone. Getting outside where there is sunshine and fresh air does a body good. So take advantage of the area you live in, the sights and sounds and smells, and enjoy it. Take a picture and share it. The benefits of sleep. Getting a good night of rest is just as important as eating well and exercising. And for those people 18 and older, it is recommended that you get at least 7 hours of sleep per night. Getting on a healthy sleep schedule is important so you can be aware and alert for the next morning, the next workday, or the next function that you have to attend. Here are a few tips to get a better night's sleep. Practice a relaxing bedtime ritual, whatever that might be for you. Just turning down the lights, turning down the music, changing the music up, a bath, perhaps a warm shower, whatever works for you. Implement that into your bedroom routine. Turn off all electronics. Yes, that means turn off the TV, lay down the phone, put down the laptop or your iPad, and just enjoy the quiet, the dim lights, the soft music. If you're exercising daily, like we spoke of before, going for walks or doing an exercise routine, or perhaps you have some equipment, exercise early in the day so that you're not so stimulated that you can't relax, but that you're tired enough to relax. And very important is keeping a consistent bedtime schedule, sleep schedule. You need to try and go to bed within an hour of the same time every day so that your body tunes itself into, okay, it's 11 o'clock, it's time for bed, it's time to unwind and wind down, and just relax for that moment, and you will find that you will have a much better time getting to sleep. Avoid heavy foods. Yes, don't order that pizza or don't make that pizza and eat it at 11 o'clock at night if your schedule is going to bed at midnight. Avoid alcohol and caffeine several hours before so that you're not stimulated, so that it's not going to interfere with your rapid eye movement sleep, and so that if you're drinking water that you don't have to get up and go to the washroom all the time during the night. If anxiety or depression is affecting your sleep, please consider the following. Again, like limiting your caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine intake. Again, create that bedroom routine. But most importantly, with all of this, is being consistent with that routine. The same hour for bedtime, lights out, the same kind of ritual every day, so that your body and your mind get into sync with each other. Taking a break, very important during this time. We need to look after ourselves, and taking a break is a good way to do it. It makes us have a conscious effort about some self-care in our lives. Taking breaks during work has been proven to increase productivity and health for workers. Stress at work can lead to headaches, stomach aches, problems with sleep, difficulty concentrating, and more. It has been shown that taking short breaks throughout the workday can reduce stress and allow workers to clear their mind. And below are a few things you can do on your break. Well, I know that we're not all in the office, but the same thing applies at home. If you're homeschooling your children, if you are working from home, whatever it is, you need to take a break. Leave your workstation and put away your digital devices. Take some deep breaths. It's important. Go for a walk. If you have the ability to step outside your office, your home, to take a break, go for a walk around your property. Go for a walk down the street and back. Take the dog out for 5 minutes. Make yourself your favorite cup of tea or a favorite cup of coffee or whatever your drink of choice is, as long as it's not alcohol or anything that's going to impair your day. And find a quiet place to rest. Perhaps you have a favorite chair where you go to do your thinking, your dreaming. Find that chair and take a rest in it during your day. Doesn't matter if you're doing housework, homework, working from home, or homeschooling your children. Take a break, find that quiet spot, and enjoy. We're going to do a digital detox. Now, I would find this hard because I do depend a lot on my computer and my iPhone to keep me connected and working from home. That's what I do. I have Zoom meetings and online appointments and that. But we really do need to take a digital detox. The average American, it says, but I just believe it's the average adult spends 11 hours per day on electronic devices, such as TVs, smartphones, and computers. Studies show that too much screen time may be linked to increased risk for depression and anxiety. Digital detox refers to a person purposefully refraining from using electronic devices for a period of time. Consider the following for reducing your screen time. Set a 2-hour limit at home and enforce it. Then get up and take a break. Turn off the TV and computer during meals so that you're not tempted to interrupt the flow of conversation with your family or whoever you're dining with, and you can enjoy that. Track your amount of screen time. Many of those electronic devices do track it for you. And set an alarm to take breaks at least every hour, just to get up and stretch, breathe, and reframe your day. Put away the cell phone when you're with others so that you're not distracted by emails, text messages, and phone calls coming in. It's hard, but you can do it. This one is very important. Gratitude and recognition. Having gratitude for the good things and people in your life can be a mood enhancer. Researchers have shown that such positivity will not only make those around you feel more appreciated, but will make you happier too. And this will lead to your focusing more on the positive things in life, less complaining, and this all helps the stressors feel less significant. And try these tips to get you there. Keep a gratitude journal. I know somebody out there is groaning because you don't like to keep a journal. But when you keep a gratitude journal, it doesn't have to be a long written story. It just says, today I was grateful that I could get out of bed. Today I was grateful for that cup of tea with my friend, even though it was over Zoom. Today I was grateful I could go outside. Discuss what you're grateful for. We need to take a look at what we're grateful for and share it with somebody. Share it with our family members. Share it with our friends. Share it with our therapist. Wherever you are, share what you're grateful for daily. And you will find that there are so many more things. And when you listen to what others are grateful for, you'll find that your grateful list increases exponentially. Ask loved ones about the best part of their day. Be engaged, be interested, be a good listener. And notice in the moment what you're thankful for. Wow, I am thankful that I could connect today, that my internet was up and running. That's a big thing for me. I'm grateful for the phone call from a girlfriend or the flowers my husband brought me, even though they were from our garden. Whatever it is, take a moment in the moment to see what you're grateful for. Place less importance on wealth and possessions. It's stuff, but your friendships, your grandchildren, your children, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, whoever it is, becomes much more important when in times like COVID-19, when you can't actually physically hug them, be with them, share that Sunday dinner. Place less importance on wealth and possessions and truly lean into enjoying the company when you can. When we recognize the good things in our lives, it helps to release the feel-good hormones of serotonin and dopamine. Having and practicing gratitude helps to settle your physiological response when thinking about what you're grateful for. It deepens your ability to feel genuine appreciation in many other areas of your life. Reaching out to others becomes easier and is a way to be reminded of who is important in your life. And when you share your gratefulness with people, it builds community and connection. Well, these are just some final thoughts on anxiety, on how COVID-19 has changed our lives. Your exposure to COVID-19 has changed you in some way. You may have gone from a familiar everyday existence of comfort and predictability to an unfamiliar world of anxiety and stress with its intrusions and avoidances and physiological reactions. But instead of treating anxiety as a villain, if we choose to look at it from a more compassionate lens, we will likely experience fewer lasting effects as we transition from the pandemic to the new normal of a post-pandemic world. Much of the challenge of this pandemic stems from feeling powerless, which creates stress and anxiety. We're not in control. Taking charge of our life through the strategies and tools I have shared here can help you regain a sense of control over life, as well as adding meaning and purpose. Remember, there is always rules we have to follow, and it's been a rule-following time for us in COVID. And I know you've all done well. Remember to seek help if you need help. Remember to share with friends if you need to share with friends. Remember to love your family and tell them that. Be strong, be resilient, and be present to the good things in your life. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. Check out the description box below for more resources when it comes to your mental health. Additionally, down below, you will find a link to our webpage. If you want to seek counseling in any of these areas, you can go to that website, scroll down to the Contact Us button. If you click on that, you can fill in a form. It'll send us an email, and we will work with you in looking at getting you the counseling you desire.